Hey everyone, here we are in the proof of existence. We got Love Disney in the channel. Hello, hello. How are you? How was your Christmas? Did you get any good? Did you make off with any good loot? Some members of Organization 13 see fighting as a game. No matter what the rules are, you'll always have a chance to win. Don't miss that chance. I don't like the feel of this place. It's almost like a graveyard. Just about everything is in ruins. Do you know what it all means, Sora? Yes. But first, before we do anything, we're going to go into our journal. We are going to go up here. Nobody at know-it-all. Oh, okay, cool. Still missing one of those. Still missing some of those. Still missing some of those. And still missing some of these. But yeah, Lonk, that is the plan. Unfortunately, I don't have all of these pieces, but I can kind of line them up as I think they should look for now. I doubt that's anywhere near the correct order for most of these, but it looks like it's in kind of the right area. I don't have all the puzzle pieces though. We'll worry about that later. Anyway, very good. That's good to hear. Alright, so there's one member of the organization we haven't really heard of too much, and that's this guy, the Gambler of Fate.
What's that? It's the king and Diz. I mean, Ansem the Wise. They must be higher up. We better hurry. I'd rather we just skip the formalities.
Win the battle for time. This is a time-based battle. Finish off the enemy when their time gauge runs out. If Sora runs out of HP or time, it's game over. Okay, so I don't like this fight.
Run out of time is the loser.
Like many of these fights, I'm not very good at them. I don't know how to get out of this. Oh, I'm stuck in this form. No, that's not good. I want this one. What? Cheater.
It's over. It's over. Look closely.
It's over. Take this. This is Neil. Take this. Yeah.
Eat shit, Luxord.
Look who's on top of the game. Scatter. Sora. You're no good. Don't squander your time.
Get 4 circle commands. I don't know what that means.
Squander your time. Don't squander your time.
It's over.
Don't squander your time. You play the game quite well. How could you, Roxas?
That's Sora.
You okay?
Yeah, no worries.
Got rid of
Let's
him.
keep moving.
Hey, Ansem, secret Ansem report number 9. Roxas. I know that name. Once I spoke with him. He reminded me of you, Sora. Who is he? Not bad, Sora. You've grown stronger. You don't need my weapon, Soul Eater, or the power of the dark yet. I wonder how far the king went. I know he's strong enough to take care of himself, but I'm still worried. Ah, Philly, I was already ready to go, but I didn't get a chance to fight. Really can't tell what's going on to happen. Keep your guard up. Alright, so, for existence. As you can see, this one is now red as we defeated him. Luna Divider.
Only you could have made it this far in one piece, Roxas.
That's really getting old.
Different name, same fate.
I had a lot of trouble with this guy.
Do you feel it? The moon's power.
Not really, no.
Moon, shine down.
It's over. It's over. Back off. Back off! It's over!
No escape. Moon shine down.
It's over!
I misjudged you. No escape.
Yeah, it's over!
Get wrecked, Syax!
Yeah,
Misjudged you. Moon shine down.
it's over!
Oh, he's too far away from me. Shit.
Heal!
All shall be lost to you.
Ow, can I move? Like, fuck! No? Okay. God, that was a dick.
Take this!
Guess he feels the same way when I'm attacking him.
Yeah! Back off! It's over! Yeah! It's over!
No exit.
Take this!
Shine down. All shall be lost to you.
There we go. Bucky likes to berserk out. I'd rather not. Like, I'd rather this guy just dies, so I... Oh, so he's gonna start right up again.
Heal! Back off!
Gotcha.
If I had a heart.
What a dick.
Why? Kingdom Hearts. Where is my heart?
I don't get it. Why has everybody been calling me Roxas?
Because, Sora, Roxas is your nobody.
My... nobody? But that's crazy. I never turned into a heart... Oh. Right.
It was when you came to rescue me. Remember?
Xemnas was the one who found Roxas. He could use the Keyblade because he was your nobody. That's why Xemnas brought him into the organization. But Roxas betrayed them. After that, I fought him because I thought it would help you wake up. I lost. But the next time we met, I made sure I was the stronger one.
don't you quit?
Come on, Sora. I thought you were stronger than that.
Huh? Get real. Look which one of us is winning.
So it's true. You really are his nobody. Guess Diz was right after all.
What are you talking about? I am me. Nobody else. How many times do I have to beat you?
All right. You've left me with no other choice.
What?
I have to release the power in my heart. The dark power that I've been holding back. Even if it changes me forever.
I have accepted it. Diz, he could feel Sora.
Oh, he told you how he felt, did he? Ridiculous. And nobody cannot feel anything.
If he had met Sora, things might have been different.
Maybe I didn't need to fight him after all. I think he left the organization because he really wanted to meet you.
Roxas. I wish I could meet him too.
All right, let's go.
Secret Anthem Report 12. Hello everyone, we just defeated Cyax, the Luna Divider. Alright, how many of those do I have now? Do I have enough to read through them, or... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I'm missing 11, possibly 13. It's probably 13 of them. I wonder what this castle was built for. It's pretty mysterious. So all of you were out adventuring while I was living a normal life. Why do I always get left out? You're gonna have to tell me all about it later. I met Roxas because of a guy named Diz. I didn't trust Diz at first, but we both needed each other's help. But yeah, that song there, Roxas' theme, is very pretty. I rather enjoy it. Alright, let's save our game, because as you can see, I am not very good at this game, and that guy kicked my ass. Okay.
Handsome?
I'm a fool. I spent years studying the workings of the heart. Yet it seems I still haven't learned a thing.
What do you mean?
The process of encoding hearts is incalculable. The inhabitants of my Twilight town were data created from real hearts. I was convinced that they would think and behave the way I had envisioned, but I couldn't have been more wrong. A heart is so much more than any system. I saw it when Roxas and Kyrie crossed paths. I knew, but I was too stubborn to accept it. It's always the same. I try to wrap my mind around things my heart already knows, only to fail. While I was trying to bring Sora back, I had so many plans in store. But once Sora was an acting force, they fell apart. All my research amounted to nothing compared with that one boy's heart.
Ansem, I'm ashamed.
All the more proof that hearts cannot be contained by data. Run, my friend. It's going to self-destruct, and anything could happen.
But, Your Majesty!
Sora, the rest is up to you. And Roxas, I doubt you can hear me, but I am sorry.
Ansem!
My heart is telling me what I must do. Please allow me to do what it says.
No! Riku!
His heart's decided. We can't change that.
I was wondering, who would dare interfere with my kingdom hearts? And look, here you all are. How convenient for me. Ansem the Wise. You look pathetic.
Have your laugh. I deserve as much for failing to see you for the fool you are.
Students do take after their teachers. Only a fool would be your apprentice. After all, none of this would have happened without you. You are the source of all Heartless. It was your research that inspired me to go further than you ever dared.
I admit, my disregard brought chaos to more worlds than one. But what were you seeking? You erased me from the world, only to take my name and continue research better left forgotten. Is this the answer you've been looking for?
All that and more. I'm carrying on what you yourself began, and I'm creating a brand new world, one heart at a time. I thought you'd praise me, but all you ever do is hold me back. I understand, though. Unlike me, you have a heart, and you're powerless to control it. Consumed by the jealousy you feel toward the student who surpassed you.
Naught, foolish apprentice of a foolish man. You have surpassed nothing, only proved how little we both know. We may profess to know the heart, but its essence is beyond our reach. We're both ignorant, as oblivious as when we began. I'm afraid that any world you try to create, any world of yours, would be an empire of ignorance. That is why you and your creation are destined to fall. We've said enough. Rico, you know what to do. King Mickey, my friend, forgive me. Farewell.
Oh, those fucking nobodies are like, oh yeah, shit. Pick that shit up. And then these Heartless are like, nah, we got it. These are ours. It's like a smorgasbord of hearts out here for these guys. Bring a whole new meaning to eat your heart out. Well, hell dog, if you don't want to hang around, that's perfectly understandable. I understand.
Riku! Riku!
Wow!
Riku!
Ansem did say anything could happen.
Riku, you gonna take that off?
Oh.
What was that?
His eyes couldn't lie.
Lie? And just who were you trying to fool? Huh? Huh?
Myself.
Riku, come on, man. Why did you try to do so much on your own? You've got friends, like us.
Have you forgotten? I'll tell you why. Because I'm not a total sap like you.
Say that again. What should we do, Riku?
We must defeat Xemnas. He's the organization's last survivor.
Right.
Come on.
Oh, hey, Larvitar! Awesome! Ansem Report 11. Okay, let's check those out. I'm glad to hear that. So I take it you jumped right in upon getting the game, right? My efforts these many years have come to fruition, with the world I govern having become a paradise worthy of being called a radiant garden. Nurtured by the pure water that is the source of life, fragrant flowers bloom in abundance, and the people face each day with hopeful smiles. But where there is light, darkness also lurks. As noted in my earlier reports, I must solve the mystery of this darkness in the heart. This paradise depends on it. I shall perform an experiment to probe the depths of a person's heart. One of my own apprentices, Xehanort, has volunteered to be a subject. The young man has served me ever since I nursed him back from death's door some years ago. He had lost all his memories at the time, but later showed remarkable intellectual curiosity and readily absorbed my teachings, gaining deep wisdom. Any mental immaturity is surely due to his young age. If I explore Xehanort's heart with my psychological tests, I may be able to recall the past locked away within. My apprentice even has also shown great interest in Xehanort's memories. But is he really the right subject? Xehanort does indeed exhibit extraordinary talents. Too extraordinary. Perhaps they are even superhuman. I have made a grave mistake. My study of the darkness of the heart began with a simple psychological test and quickly snowballed. Spurred by my youngest apprentice, Ienzo, I constructed a massive laboratory in the basement of my castle. Unbeknownst to me, my 6 apprentices then began collecting a large number of subjects on which to perform dangerous experiments into the darkness of the heart. As soon as I found out, I called my apprentices together and ordered them not only cease their studies, but to destroy the results of their research thus far. What on earth was happening with the hearts of my 6 beloved apprentices? While pursuing the mystery of the darkness of the heart, could they themselves have strayed into its depths? Yet I remain the most foolish of all for having begun these experiments. We are not meant to interfere with the depths of another's heart, no matter what our reasons for doing so. And my error plunged me into despair. A visitor from another world soothed my dejected soul. A tiny king named Mickey came wielding a legendary key, the infamous Keyblade, said to bring both chaos and prosperity to the world. He was very knowledgeable on many topics, and we deepened our friendship as we conversed companionably. Upon his advice, I decided to review the data I obtained at my basement lab. That is when I discovered the Ansem reports. Though they bore my names, the only one I had written was number 0. Apparently, he had gone on to pen numbers 1 through 8 himself. Yes, the first subject in my foolish experiments. Zach the Jake, thank you for the host. Welcome to today's stream. Yeah, you sound like you're kicking some ass, Lavatar. Conclaves are really good, but they're hard to make extremely strong. I ended up swapping them out at the endgame for something stronger, but they're really good for taking out metal monsters. I am excellent. Shaggy, I never asked, what did you get for Christmas? And how was your Christmas? Secret Ansem report number 3. Chaos affects not only this world, but many other worlds besides. In the Ansem reports, my apprentice Xehanort had written under my name. I found the records of his hideous experiments along with his hypothesis about the door that appeared out of the darkness in my basement. All living things have hearts, and all hearts hold darkness deep within. Worlds are no exception. If a world is a being, the heart it holds must be colossal, and the darkness at its core must be monstrous indeed. Did Xehanort pass through the door in an attempt to contact that dark realm? No, not only Xehanort. It appears my 5 other apprentices believed it was for the sake of research, stared deep into the darkness, and were pulled into it. Even Ienzo, Bragg, Dylan, and Alias, they have ceased to be human. I too have have had everything taken away from me, banished to a hollow realm of nothingness. What is Xehanort hoping to gain with my pilfered existence? Will my people cease to smile? And the light of hope has been extinguished. I shall henceforth walk with darkness as a friend, here in the realm of nothingness to which I have been relegated. Darkness in the midst of nothing. Darkness in 0. Thus I shall be known as Diz. I discarding the stolen name Ansem and going in search of revenge. The distant days spent in that beautiful paradise are an illusion to me now. How long have I been here, banished to the realm of nothingness? It is only by relying upon my anger and hatred that I have been able to retain my sense of self here, where all existence is nullified. My heart is being overcome with hatred towards my apprentices, possessed by the darkness, and with the anger I feel for stupidly allowing myself to be betrayed. Is this darkness eating away at my heart? I cannot continue to idle away my time here. What are Xehanort and the others attempting to do? I must unravel the mystery of these Ansem reports and intercept my apprentices and defeat them. That is my mission, the only way to repay the world for my sins. Those beings who lack hearts, the heartless, must be the key. The darkness of the heart made flesh. Cursed shadows who not only lack hearts, but multiply by seizing hearts from any other and all living things. Where have they come from, and where are they going? 3 elements combine to create life: a heart, a soul, and a body. But what of the soul and body left behind when the heart is lost? When the soul leaves the body, its vessel, life gives way to death. But what about when the heart leaves? A being does not perish when its heart leaves its body. The heart alone disappears into the darkness. There is little time. If I remain in this realm much longer, I will certainly learn these answers the hard way. My heart is already a captive of the darkness. Where to find metal slimes when you have just done Iceland? There's a room where they show up pretty often with the wild slimes, if I remember correctly. The metal menagerie. You can find a bunch in the necropolis. In this realm, where all existence has been disintegrated, I have just barely managed to preserve my sense of self by continuing to think and to write. It is a place where even time has lost all meaning. Eternity is as but a moment here. I must make haste. Certainly their plans are already underway. The Heartless must be the key to unraveling this mystery. The 6 traders were operating a laboratory that churned out those shadows. Not only did they generate pure blood Heartless from living hearts, but they then used those Heartless to synthesize artificial versions of the creatures as well. These synthetic Heartless bore insignias and were called emblems. Pure blood or emblem, these Heartless act to fulfill their instinctive needs. They single-mindedly detect hearts and swarm around them. A human's commands would be ineffective. The Heartless would easily steal the human's heart and use it to increase their own ranks. But what if an even stronger Heartless was giving the orders? If he cast aside his own soul and body and became a Heartless, wouldn't he be able to control the otherwise intractable Heartless? Furthermore, wouldn't he be planning to make use of the creature's instincts? If the heart-seeking Heartless have their sights set on a larger, more powerful heart, their ultimate goal is crystal clear. The largest heart in existence, the heart of the world. This is all conjecture, but would seem he is utilizing the Heartless in his search for a path leading to the heart of the world. My choice to befriend darkness here in the midst of nothingness was a sound one. The moment I stared straight ahead with a calm heart, neither rejecting darkness or fearing it, I gained a newfound power, a superhuman power, the power of darkness. It is likely Xehanort and the others were enraptured by this power, eventually becoming its prisoners. I do not intend to allow my heart to be devoured by the darkness as they did, of course. With this new power, I uncovered a corridor of darkness that connects the realm of nothingness to the outside world. While it is still difficult to come and go as I please, my banishment is now a thing of the past. To deceive Xehanort my apprentices, I first used my power to change form before returning to the realm of light. As I had suspected, Xehanort had become a Heartless. Under my name, he commanded other Heartless in quest to snatch away the hearts of many different worlds. At the center of the hearts Xehanort had stolen was Kingdom Hearts, which attracts tremendous darkness to itself and attempts to send any and all back to its depths. The other 5 have disappeared. Have they become Heartless like Xehanort? Or did they vanish after Xehanort exploited them? I became familiar with an unusual entity while pursuing the truth. It is the soul and body that remains when a being loses its heart. When a Heartless is born, these entities disappear from the realm of light, to be reborn as entirely new beings in a completely different realm. See you later, Helldog. Thank you for stopping by. While beings of darkness, born in darkness, and those lacking hearts may find them convenient, it is dangerous for others to make use of corridors of darkness. Darkness erodes the heart. In search of a place to proceed with my research and planning away from prying eyes, I found myself in Twilight Town. It's a quiet village, forgotten in the chasm of light and darkness. I situated myself in the basement of an abandoned mansion standing beyond the woods. My underground research resulted in one new discovery after another. When a Heartless is born, the body's souls left behind and are reborn into this world as a new being. They possess different intentions than their Heartless brethren, and while it is unclear what these sentient things are after, it would appear they are responsible for much bedlam in the world. My erstwhile friend the king and his subjects, along with a hero wielding the Keyblade, are battling the Heartless even as a new threat approaches. This new threat, they have given themselves a fitting name, I suppose. These non-beings, nobodies. A great number of nobodies have lost human form, as have the Heartless. Yet the nobody born of someone with a strong heart retains its shape, but with the faintest visible changes. It appears my betrayers have retained their human forms as nobodies, and are gathering more followers in hopes of furthering a new scheme. Organization 13, formed of 13 nobodies with my betrayers at its core, has divided into 2. They are said to be carrying out some sort of research. Seeking to uncover the plans of this organization, I've decided to head for where 6 of its members have gathered. Towering over the outer limits of the realm between light and darkness, Castle Oblivion. It appears that I have been too distracted by the behavior of Xehanort and his cohorts, and by the events occurring in their vicinity. My friend's struggle to protect the realm of light from the threat of the Heartless is now over, with Xehanort's Heartless, going by the name Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, defeated at last. The other wielder of the Keyblade, this hero, traveled from world to world, sealing up keyholes and laying Heartless low. Meanwhile, the king, who had dived into the realm of darkness, worked with the Keyblade-wielding hero to close the door to Kingdom Hearts with the realms of both darkness and light, thus holding off the threat of the tremendous darkness. But there are still a great number of Heartless afoot. The Organization 13 and nobodies continue to be active in the shadows. Indeed, the world is still a very dangerous place. We must find a way to do battle with these enemies. Thus, I will both make amends and have my revenge. It is for this reason that I have infiltrated Castle Oblivion. It consists of 13 floors above and 12 floors of ground, with the contents of its white rooms transforming in response to its visitors' memories. Organization 13 was conducting experiments on memory here. The subject in these experiments, a girl named Namine, appeared to possess extremely unusual abilities. Were they attempting to derive something from these powers? Refusing to be distracted by Organization 13, I had returned to my own secret research when a new visitor appeared at the castle today. It was Sora, the Keyblade-wielding hero who had defeated Ansem and his companions. Deep underground, the stench of darkness arose. All the players were coming together, it would seem. Ugh. Hey, Wintrigue! Yep, it's a Boxing Day miracle. Secret Ansem report number 9. I should have expected nothing less from a Keyblade-wielding hero. Sora and friends defied the machinations of Organization 13 and rescued Naminé. Naminé was a witch who controlled the memories of others. Most likely, these powers were achieved through a special process when she was born. Naminé is a nobody, created when a young girl's heart left her body, yet she has no corresponding heartless. This is because the young girl in this case was a princess. Kairi, a resident of Radiant Garden, over which I had ruled, was one of the 7 princesses that uphold the realm of light. With no darkness in her heart, Kairi produced no heartless, and instead of vanishing, her body remained in the realm of light. In other words, both the nobody called Naminé and the heartless, proof of a lost heart, are extremely unstable beings who lack the bodies needed to produce a nobody. Therefore, they also lack Kairi's memories. One reason for this may be that Kairi's heart did not return to the darkness when it separated from her body, but rather migrated to another vessel, deep within Sora's heart. That is, Naminé is an alter ego of Kairi who has directly interfered with Sora's heart. Could this be why Sora and those whose hearts are connected to him were all able to have their memories controlled? She is a non-being in the truest sense of the word. Having not become the true nobody and with nowhere left to go, she is but the most fleeting of shadows. We have 10, 11, and 12 to read. Sora went to sleep in order to recover the memories of his loss in Castle Oblivion. It would take quite some time to bring back all the memories he had created in his lifetime, but Organization 13 held sway over Castle Oblivion. Sora would need to be kept somewhere more secure. I persuaded Naminé to move the slumbering Sora to Twilight Town for safekeeping. Naminé. As I have written before, she is a most unusual being, born of the same process as a nobody, but lacking virtually all the elements of a nobody. Perhaps she continues drawing in hopes of capturing that which she lacks, the memories of others, especially Sora. I have arrived at a hypothesis. I believe that Naminé was born as a special type of nobody when Sora attacked himself with the Keyblade, causing his and Kairi's hearts to leave their bodies simultaneously. Naminé emerged as Kairi's nobody, but the body and soul necessary to exist as a nobody belong to Sora. When a person's heart is stolen, a heartless is born with no sense of self, and the body and soul left behind give rise to a nobody. But what if one willingly releases one's heart from one's body? Sora and Xehanort retain their selfhood even after becoming heartless. Then there are Kairi and Naminé. Kairi was exceptional for having had no darkness within her heart. Also exceptional was that her heart, once freed, migrated to a new vessel, Sora. The combination of these two theoretically unlikely exceptions may be behind this anomaly. There are matters I must attend to while Sora is sleeping. A new ally has appeared on the scene. Riku. I was reunited with an old friend at Castle Oblivion, but was unable to disclose my identity. If he knew the situation, he would likely try to stop me from carrying out my revenge. As much as I would dearly love to converse with him as in the old days, that is now but a hopeless dream. My friend has been fighting in the realm of darkness. Most likely he found his way there, through Traverse Town. Like Castle Oblivion, the village also rests in the cleft between light and dark. It consists of the remnants of worlds whose hearts have been stolen by the heartless. It is where those who have barely escaped the destruction of their worlds eventually find themselves. This realm between is quite unstable, with corridors of dark appearing from time to time. Whenever a world disappears, some of its inhabitants must arrive here through these corridors. Surely, Sora first traveled these same corridors of darkness when he first came to Traverse Town. It seems my friend, fighting in the realm of darkness, appeared in Castle Oblivion through a corridor of darkness constructed by Organization 13. My new ally Riku also effected his return via one of these corridors. He swore to me that he would give his all for his best friend Sora. In fact, Sora's memories have been slow to return. Thus I have asked Riku to bring me another Sora, his nobody. Sora is indispensable if I am to achieve my goal. I require the Keyblade-wielding hero to fly through the realm of light and to defeat Organization 13. And last one. Apart from Naminé, nobody's retained their memories of their time as human, but Sora's nobody, Roxas, has lost Sora's memories. This is likely because Sora's time as a Heartless was short, having recovered his heart and returned to his human form soon after leaving behind Roxas as nobody. It would seem Roxas is much like Naminé. Naminé is Kyrie's nobody, but came into being via Sora's body and soul. Likewise, Roxas is Sora's nobody, but was left behind because Sora's Heartless regained human form using Kyrie's heart instead of his own. It may be that Sora's memories are slow to return because the half of him that is Roxas is still lacking. I must convert Roxas into data and return him to Sora. As a member of Organization 13, it was exceedingly difficult to bring Roxas in. Having lost to Roxas once, Riku laid everything on the line and used the power of darkness in their second battle, only just managing to bring Roxas back with him. But Organization 13 grows ever nearer. Here, Twilight Town is where Roxas was reborn as a nobody. This is where Roxas first encountered Organization 13 and joined its ranks. They are bound to search this place thoroughly. First, I shall convert all of Twilight Town into a data and construct a world duplicate in Sora's memories. I shall place Roxas within that world to live out his days and regain those memories. There is little time. The organization's schemes must be making steady progress as well. Alright.